Most people think the loneliest place in the universe is a black hole, or maybe Pluto. Wrong. It's on Earth. And it's so isolated that the closest humans to it are usually astronauts orbiting 400 kilometers above your head. In the middle of the South Pacific Ocean lies Point Nemo, officially called the oceanic pole of inaccessibility. It sits about 2,688 kilometers from the nearest land in any direction. That's farther than the distance from New York to Los Angeles. No islands, no shipping lanes, no flight paths, just endless water. Here's the pattern interrupt. This isn't just empty ocean. It's emptier than most deserts. You'd expect the middle of the largest ocean on Earth to be full of life. But Point Nemo lies inside the South Pacific Gyre, a massive rotating current system that traps nutrients away from the center. As a result, marine life there is extremely scarce. Satellite studies and oceanographic surveys have shown that this region has some of the lowest biological productivity on the planet. In simple terms, almost nothing grows there. But it gets stranger. Point Nemo is so remote that space agencies use the surrounding area as a spacecraft cemetery. Since the 1970s, more than 260 decommissioned spacecraft have been deliberately crashed into this region, including the Russian Mir space station in 2001. Why here? Because it's statistically the safest place on Earth to drop something from space without hitting anyone. Let that sink in. The loneliest place in the universe is also a graveyard for humanity's greatest technological achievements. And if you were standing at Point Nemo, which is nearly impossible without a research vessel, the closest humans to you would often be astronauts aboard the International Space Station when it passes overhead. At about 400 kilometers up, they'd be closer than any person on land. That's not science fiction. That's orbital math. Now here's the controversial twist. We've mapped Mars in higher resolution than parts of our own deep ocean around Point Nemo. According to NOAA, more than 80% of the global ocean remains unmapped in high resolution as of recent surveys. We obsess over colonizing other planets, yet vast regions of our own remain largely unexplored. So what's really lonelier? A distant planet millions of kilometers away, or a place on Earth that no one visits for years at a time? Point Nemo forces a strange realization. Loneliness isn't always about distance from civilization. Sometimes it's about being surrounded by nothing that can sustain life. No cities, no trees, barely any fish. Just 360 degrees of horizon and 4,000 meters of water beneath you. And yet, even there, debris from human ambition rests on the ocean floor. The loneliest place in the universe isn't in space. It's here, hidden in plain sight, floating in silence. If this changed how you see our planet, follow for more mind-expanding explorations. Now tell me, would you rather spend a week at Point Nemo or 1 week alone on the moon?